Today marks the first of our new series called Mornings with Mom, which is just a couple of minutes in the morning before I run out the door to start my day, where I'll be sharing tips on how to be a better mom. And hopefully it will encourage you. This is something I've been meaning to do for years and I've been putting off, but the time has come, and I thought if I wait any longer, wait till I'm ready, I'll never do it. So I hope that you find these enjoyable, helpful, encouraging. I welcome your feedback in the form of comments, questions, anything you want to share or ask. You can go to my website and submit a question, and I'll respond to your question. If you have a personal need or a personal problem with your kids that you're having trouble with, I love to do that. I'm happy to do that, and oftentimes I'm able to help a mom in one interaction really make a difference in the relationship with her kids and the atmosphere in their home. So be encouraged to do that if you're struggling. So the first topic that I want to talk about in these Mornings with Mom is influence. And I want to talk about parental influence and what it is and how to use it to your advantage. Most parents don't understand that they have tremendous influence in their child's life. So they use things like begging and bribing and pleading and scolding and punishing to try and engage their children's cooperation. And all the while they have this power tool sitting on the shelf called influence that they don't understand. Many parents think they have to vie for influence in their child's life, but the truth is, and I hope that we'll discover this over this first series on influence, is that you have more influence over your child's life than anyone on the planet, and you always will. The problem is most parents don't use it correctly, and regardless of how you interact with your kids, you are influencing them tremendously. So oftentimes parents are using their influence in a negative way that actually sabotages their success in raising their kids. So that's something that is common and we want to avoid. Today I'm just going to talk a little bit about why you have influence, to try and demonstrate that you do. And the example that I like to use, it's really easy to see and to understand, is Santa Claus. Why do kids believe in Santa Claus? It's because their kids tell them he exists. And so they believe it. In fact, young kids believe everything their parents say, and this is because parents have more influence in a child's life than anyone. In fact, if a child hears something outside of the home that they're not sure if it's accurate, what do? They run home and they ask mom or dad, so-and-so said this, is that true? So they're going to run everything through you when they're little to see if it's true. So that, I hope, demonstrates to you that you do have influence in your child's life. You do have the ability to persuade them. And that's what influence is, the ability to persuade or convince someone of whatever it is you're wanting to persuade or convince them of. So parents do have that ability. We're going to, like I said, look at how to use that, how it plays out in day-to-day interactions with your child. But just know this, that whatever you say to your child, they believe. So be careful with what you say, because if you're saying things that are negative, and a child always hears those things like, how many times do I have to tell you, you're such a slob, you never do what I tell you, or you always leave your things on the floor, or you forgot to take out the trash again, or whatever it is, or why are you so fussy? Even to an infant, their self-image is shaped by the things that you say. In fact, more so in those early years when we think that they don't understand what we're saying. Cognitively, yes, but subconsciously you're shaping their self-image. But that's a topic for another day. So I want to charge you today to think about the things that you say and realize that everything you say, your child takes it in as truth. In fact, young children, especially under the age of 3, but even under the age of 8, I would say 5 and 6 for sure. 7 and 8, they start to understand and reason and rationalize a little bit more. But certainly under the age of 3, they take in everything as facts, as fact. So everything they see, everything they hear, everything they experience is, especially because you have such influence, everything you say is taken in as fact. So watch what you say. Don't use your words carelessly. And join me again every day at the same time to talk about how we can be better parents. For those of you who don't know who I am, we'll talk a little bit more about that another day. But for now, I think we're at our limit. So I've got to run. I hope you have a great day. And until we meet again, be the best parent you can be. And we'll talk to you soon.